right, welcome to Your Time, Your Money, the show where your time is just as valuable as your money, and we know that. So excited. I think this is the first time all four of us are together at the table.
Please at the table, right?
At the table, and our listeners are probably like, wow, why are there four?
Four advisors.
And there were four.
All matching shirts.
Imagine if one person is there and we're just firing at them, like holy smokes, what's going on?
Yes, this is not necessarily how every appointment goes, but so our listeners know.
Sign the papers or I break your fingers,
Yeah, so we're extremely excited today. We're announcing a major move forward within our practice. Our practice has been growing over the last decade or so.
Yeah.
And we've reached a point where we've built a team out over 10 people at this point.
Dynasty.
And dynasty, right?
Dynasty.
We're just coming off the Super Bowl,
Dynasty.
so that can be said. But we thought it was prudent that we put a brand, a logo, and a name change to the product that we offer. So not necessarily Your Time, Your Money, because that's our show, but as an advisory team, we came up with a great name of Iron Tree Financial. And we're all excited about it. We want our listeners and our viewers, our clients and prospects to understand how that came out, right? What are the benefits of a team? Right, let's talk about that a little bit. That you have an individual advisor.
Yeah, we all bring something different. We all have different styles and approaches, and our approaches complement each other's, which in turn helps us to help the client. Because if we come across something that maybe we're not as knowledgeable on, we can ask one of our partners.
Well, case in point, Justin's sitting with me at a meeting this week. There's a client that has a complicated Social Security case.
Yeah.
And I know in a couple of weeks I'll be sitting with him for a 403B case. Yep. And it's just great because we can give and take inside of our practice, just like a group of doctors would, right? In the medical practice where, hey, I have this situation, I need your help. And we can jump in and assist each other and complement the group,
Yeah, and that pooling of ideas also allows us to better service our clients, better service and our prospects as well with educational materials, educational events. I know I rely on Justin a lot to do a lot of our Social Security planning seminars and webinar.
Great seminars,
material,
phenomenal.
As I'm sure you rely on other people on the team as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Not only just all the other advisors, but also all the support staff that we have. The awesome individuals that are helping with regards to just paperwork and any questions that callers and clients might have when we're not really readily available, because obviously we're growing as a team and as a practice. And
the common thing is what nowadays? 800 number, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to call, I'm going to get a machine.
Yeah.
Right? When you call us, you're either going to talk to Matt Byers, Randy, or Ryan, or maybe even Paul.
Yeah.
Right? Or us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, just so our listeners can understand, right? We have us four partners that are our full advisors on the firm, but we also have associate advisors, Victoria Miller. Victoria's got over 30 years in the business as well, and she helps us reach out to clients to do timely estate planning reviews, make sure power of attorneys and healthcare proxies and wills and trusts are done from our clients, and connects them with CPAs, law firms that we work with, across the board.
Yeah, and 403B plans.
403B plans, right? So if there's a listener out there that has a 401k that's not being serviced, then they're like, wow, I don't ever hear from my guy.
Right. Very common. Very workplace plan.
Yeah.
We've talked about workplace plans before. The primary goal is to make sure 401k participants are integrated and know what choices they have.
And Iron Tree Financial
serviced.
can do that now because of the amount of people that we have together working under one umbrella called Iron Tree Financial.
I feel like as you zoom out, the ever-changing landscape of corporations and how names change and how things just evolve, well, I know it's important for all of us to know that we can always lean our head and lean into Iron Tree Financial, whether it's with, Cetera or XYZ, personality. We know we're always going to be here for our clients, which is wonderful.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then in addition to that, we have Matt Byers, who's great at marketing, also a great client liaison to help us schedule timely reviews, make sure that clients are getting the white glove treatment that they need. And then he works very closely with Paul Matalone, who's been on our team for a while. Paul's actually our oldest rookie. at 76 years old. I don't know.
I've never heard someone talk so positively all the time. He's such a positive guy. I love having Paul.
But Paul's also great because Paul also offers some succession planning solutions to other advisors that are looking to retire. A lot of advisors come to our firm, and I don't think our listeners realize how many advisors come to our firm seeking that succession plan for their own clients. Right. And Iron Tree Financial is able to do that because of the system and structure that we have in place, which is a good thing. And then I'd be remiss without mentioning Randy Tyner and also Ryan Eustace, our kind of core, our operations core that help with paperwork and processing and
getting questions answered.
Yeah, questions answered.
We just don't have the time.
Exactly. And getting information to us as advisors, right? Yep. While we're meeting with a client out on the road or away from our desks, they're there making sure that we get those questions to us so that we can call the clients back in a timely manner.
I've been a long time in the athletics world, and I've been on some great teams, and I've been on some bad teams. And I can tell you that the team that we have right now is extremely passionate, and they're extremely knowledgeable. And every day we get to work together as a group. We improve our ability to communicate with ourselves and our clients. And in the ever-changing world of social media and digital and emails and phone calls, we have a lot more support. So I always want our clients to call in. Never let a question fester. Right. Never let a concern fester. Just email or text on our rep chat. It makes a lot of difference.
And as Iron Tree Financial, we've talked a little bit about enhancing service and educational opportunities. So in closing, let's tell you a little bit about some of the things that we have launched for 2024. I think which is exciting. Which, by the way, really the only reason we can do that is because we team together.
Yep.
Right?
Otherwise you can't do it.
Yeah,
there's not enough time in the day.
An individual advisor, I'm fully convinced of this, an individual advisor can never get to all the things they want to do for the client.
Yeah, right. Not enough hours.
Everybody has good intent.
Right.
Advisors have good intent, and they hear good ideas about doing events or education or appreciation podcasts, things like that. But they don't end up having a team that can then do it together.
I think one time I did the math on it, and if you're by yourself and you try to do everything we're doing, it literally takes you 25 hours in a day. You just don't have enough time to do all the marketing and all the follow-up and all the email and all the checking in the back office and all the processing.
You'd have to be on a plane heading west to get that extra.
Simultaneously, right? It's a lot of moving parts, and then you got to trust all the information you got while you're doing it. So
paying for the Wi-Fi on the flight as you're
exactly
doing transactions.
You got to know one of the stewardesses. I get it for free, Justin. You got to snooze them before you get on the plane.
So let's make our announcements for 2024, just so clients and our listeners can just get excited about us moving forward. Justin, why don't you lead us off and tell them what they can expect for 2024?
Yeah, so we kind of did a little bit of this in 2023. We started rolling out basically a quarterly event newsletter and calendar that will touch on a couple of things that we would have done in the previous quarter. Maybe we'll get to it a little bit later, but talking about some of the philanthropy that we do and some of the nonprofit give back. We'll also kind of give you a little bit more information about some of the upcoming events that we'll have going on. And also just a little bit of additional information about some of the stuff that the team's been up to and some information about us too.
Sure, and those are digital format, right?
Yep, either email or we can also, if requested, we can send a hard copy.
Okay, excellent. So our listeners can call in and ask to be put on our quarterly mailing list so they get those other events as well. Great, and I'm pleased to announce that this year, we have two really nice magazines that we are sending out to clients in a digital format and then also some in a print format as well. But twice a year, clients are going to be receiving one of two different magazines. One is Start Healthy, and the other one is American Lifestyle. And the nice thing is these are not financial magazines by any means.
They're really good recipes, actually.
There's recipes.
Yeah, I like the Start Healthy one.
Well, you love food. So
I got brownies in my car for you, by the way. I got brownies in my car.
But there's articles on, doing things around the house, recipes, you name it, they're in here. But the reason that we're doing that is because we can control the front and rear covers. Yep. Right. So as Justin was alluding to, we're putting also quarterly calendars on the back of our magazine, awesome. As well as links to our episodes, other events that we're doing throughout the year. And these are going to come in a digital format to the majority of our clients, and prospects can sign up as well if they'd like. So feel free to reach out to us if you want to be on our magazine distribution as well for you. Matt?
Awesome. Yeah, lots of great opportunities. Last month we did a fireside chat with Jane Marie Schaefer from Herzog Law, and we talked about beneficiaries And this month we're doing another fireside chat about 403B. So our initiative is once a month, we're going to send out very specific requests for clients to join us, either virtually or in person, where we like to bring in some food and some fun, and maybe there'll be a magician at one of these. You never know. I really like magic, so I'm trying to get that approved.
A math magician.
A math magician.
Let's make that idea disappear.
Oh, come on, man. Dad joke of the day right there. All right, so yeah, we're doing some great monthly seminars. We'd love people to join us. I know it's tough. Travel's tough. You know, you got a lot of moving parts. That's why we're doing Zoom.
Yeah.
So last month, I think we had over 80 people join us for the fireside chat with Jane Marie. This month,
We had 30 to 40 here
in the office, right?
Yeah.
And it's nice because as COVID is behind us, people are getting back together and they feel comfortable. There's not as much stress.
But the convenience of still being able to catch
I can jump on, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Similar to a podcast. And then this month is 403B, and then next month, as Justin said, there's some tax planning ones and some Social Security ones. So please feel free to jump in and join us. And then Adam's going to talk about our last piece.
Yeah. So yeah, we enjoy partnering with not-for-profits and helping those in need. We just did an event this last weekend. We were part of the Heart Association fundraiser and gala. And it's important for us to give back when we can, where we can. And a lot of that, just to kind of tie it right back to what Justin started with, was, a lot of times you'll see that in the quarterly magazine, the events newsletter. Mm-hmm. And whether it's upcoming events that you can help and get involved as well, or if it's ones that, we just did. So you can get, sort of the information there.
So really a nice round robin of things that we've already started for 2024 with a lot more ideas that are to come. Yep. And we can only do those because we're teaming together and rowing together. Just so our listeners know, we're excited about this launch, and you'll be seeing more communication from Iron Tree Financial. But we wanted to announce it on our podcast, Your Time, Your Money. As always, subscribe, share. And if you like this episode, you can make sure you should share it with your other friends, family members, so they get the information as well. You can reach us at 43 British American Boulevard in Latham, New York, 12110, or at 844-444-YTYM.
And as always, it's your
time,
your
money.